Okay, this one is question 9 from your textbooks, chapter 9. The accompanying graph is for farm J. Study it, then answer the questions. So you can see this farm is facing a demand curve showing $50 as a price which this farm has to accept, and this curve's marginal cost is increasing after a while, and therefore the average total cost and average variable cost are both U-shaped, and wherever marginal cost is cutting the average variable cost or average total cost, these variable costs are at their minimum. Okay, and we also know from chapter 9's decision making process that a competitive firm, or any firm so to speak, will keep on producing more and more as long as production of additional units or production of each additional unit is costing him less in terms of marginal cost than what that additional unit is bringing him. So marginal revenue is bigger than marginal cost, means you keep on producing more and more. The firm will stop producing at a point where marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue, which is price in our case. So this figure is clearly showing us that this firm would produce 81 units. So part A asks us how many units will this firm produce in order to maximize profits, and we already know the answer to be 81 units. Part B asks us what is firm J's total profit from selling the amount of output in part A. So to figure that out, we need to find the total revenue earned by this firm, and total revenue is going to be $50 per unit times 81 units sold, and if you use a calculator, then total revenue is going to be 81 times 50. 81 times 50 gives us $4,050. $4,050 to be total revenue, and total cost is going to be per unit cost times the quantity produced and sold. So shown by this average total cost, the unit cost when 81 units are produced, the per unit cost shown by this point here on the average total cost is $43. So we'll take this $43 and multiply by 81, and if you use a calculator, then 43 times 81 times 81 would give you $3,483. And now if we deduct the total cost from this total revenue, you'll find your total profit. So I'll let you do the calculation. Part C is asking, at what price will firm J shut down in the short run? We know that a firm's short run shutdown decision was based on its price and the average variable cost. If price happens to be less than the minimum average variable cost, the firm does not produce, i.e., the minimum point of the average variable cost was called our shutdown point. That was called our shutdown point, and shutdown point is showing a price of $20, so that means $20 is the firm shutdown point basically. So $20 or less, any price which is equal to 20 or less, this firm will just shut down. Part D. If cost curves shown represent production at the optimal long-run plan size, predict the long-run price. Chapter 9 shows that in the long run, if the markets are competitive due to free entry and exit of the firms, it happens to be the case that each firm operates at the minimum point of the long run average cost. In this case, this average of the total cost is going to be the long run average cost, if we assume that this is the long run plan, and in which case minimum point of the average total cost is the point where this firm is going to operate, which is shown by this price 42. So we can say long run price is going to be 42, faced by this representative firm, and that's the market price.